Well, good morning. Welcome to 1111, and we're continuing our journey through faith without religion. Today we are at entry number 132, and that is titled, You Are Not of This World. Now, before we get into that, there's a chance that you may be a first-time visitor and you may be thinking, what's wrong with these people? Well, they think we're aliens or something. So let me just lay a bit of a framework there in case you're joining us late into the journey. When we talk about being of the world, we're not suggesting that you're from another planet or anything like that. But there's definitely a need to understand the concept of being of the world. Of the world means that you are involved in the things of the world rather than the things of the Lord. And although they're all taking place in the same venue, they're very, very different. This world is currently ruled and controlled by powers and principalities and powers, places of darkness. It's an evil world. You may have noticed that. A lot of people wonder, how can the world be so evil if there's a God? Well, it's because God is not actually directly controlling what's going on in the world at the moment. That was handed over to Satan, and he's busy doing his piece while we're waiting for the return of our Messiah. So in the word, it tells us to be in the world, because we have to be, but not of the world. So we don't want to be following the world's systems and the world's beliefs and the world's plan, which is for man to take total control of everything for himself and usurp God. In fact, for men to become gods in their own eyes. That's what the world wants to do, and that's not what we're doing. So, you are not of this world. Your success can never lie in the things of the world, because you are not of this world, says God. If you can truly understand this, it will make things so much easier for you. For those that focus their thoughts around the earthly, the temporal, their achievements and rewards will be taking place in the here and now, in the earthly realm, and as such will be temporary in nature. Maybe they will bring moments of joy and attention, leaving the flesh feeling satisfied. But to what end? As you know, if those pursuits have added nothing to their platform established in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, then what is the point? This is all foolishness. Look at what Solomon said about all of his wealth, all of his possessions, all of his achievements. Where's all that today? What has it profited him for even 1 second since he left the earthly realm? Yet the spiritual wisdom he acquired lives on. That door is still held wide open for those with the good sense to walk through it. Think only from an eternal perspective, says God. If you have grasped the truth in the fact that everything is spiritual, everything is already taking place at an eternal level, you will realize that to think on any other level is a complete waste of time and a deception. It is the hardest thing for the human mind to embrace, that the world in which they live on the earth is merely a manifestation of the collective consciousness of all the people on the planet. If chaos rules in their minds, what do you think would be most in evidence in their surroundings? If greed, money, power, and self-promotion are the main focus of most of the leaders in the so-called civilized world, what circumstances do you think is going to create, what circumstances do you think that is going to create for the people that they are able to influence? Do not forget that they will also be holding doors open, but woe to those that are pouring through those doors, for they lead only to greater deception and for many to total oblivion. Be warned and spread the warning. There are many of my sheep that have gone astray and are lost behind those doors, says God. They are obviously still of the fold because my brand is upon them, but they have been made ineffective by the deception that is upon them. They need to shear off that tainted wool that is covering their spiritual eyes and return to the fold. We are working on matters of eternal importance. There is no more time for experiments. To be set apart and separate, you have to be different from the world. I did not say to be disguised in the world so that there is no discernible difference between you and the world. I call you to leave behind the plans of men and the ways of the world and to follow my ways, says God. Press forward and keep your eyes firmly focused on my truths, and you will become blind to the lies of the world. Wow. Well, there's a massive amount of different angles to this particular message. The only way you're going to really know what it is that God's trying to tell you through this is to get quiet with him, to pick up his word and read what he wants you to know. But as you can see, particularly in recent days, there's a common theme through these messages, which is God crying out to us to just wake up and do what we're supposed to do. As unpopular as it is in the modern world, we have to do what we're supposed to do. It's very important. Well, if you don't have a copy of the book, you can get one on Amazon. It's not about selling books. There's a digital version of this book available on Amazon that's free. And failing that, just rewind the video and go over it, listen, and then get quiet with God and ask him what it is that he wants you to know. And we'll see you back here tomorrow at 11:11. Bye for now.